Hey everyone, it's me Rai, and today I'm going to be unboxing these Pilot parallel pens. I'm also going to be doing kind of a first impression of them because I have used them before briefly for about 5 minutes at the Palace Art and Office Supply store. I was doing a Winsor and Newton event there and I tried them out. There's a vendor from Pilot there, or I think a local artist, and she was letting people try out the pens, and I really love them, so I got me some. They come in a couple different sizes. I'm going to list them right here on the screen right now. But the two sizes I got are the 3.8 millimeters and the 6 millimeters, which are the two larger sizes. The pens are easy to kind of unwrap. And it comes with, this size comes with two ink cartridges, one black and one looks like red. There's the cap. This is the little nib cleaner, which I'll show you later how to use. And this is the nib tip cleaner to kind of wash out the ink. And then here's the quill. The handle is pretty much made of just like a white plastic, cream colored plastic. All of it's plastic, it feels like, except for the metal tip, the little nib on there. And you can see it's square. These are made for like calligraphy, but the demo artist at the Palace Art and Office Supply store was showing how to use them with drawing, which was a lot of fun. I did a few little doodles and then I was like, I need to buy these. It comes with a little manual in different languages, and I'm just making sure I have all the parts here. It tells you the sizes, also kind of shows you the width. There's that nib cleaner, which I'll show you later how to use. And actually I'll show you now. You just kind of slide it in, kind of like a credit card, and it helps you kind of, I'm assuming with just some warm water, you could kind of scrub the ink out from between the two flat pieces of metal. It's nice that the pen comes with all these cleaning tools so that you could have this pen for a while and keep it clean. I'm gonna need to find a nice little box so that I could put all these little parts in because I don't want to lose them. I'll show you how to kind of flesh this out later. The instructions are really great because they're illustrated. I love how clearly they're illustrated too. Shows you how to use it properly, what not to do, what to do, how to hold the pen at different angles to get a good result, kind of the medium stroke. It's cool. All right, so now let's load the ink cartridge and put all these aside so I don't lose them. We'll use the black for now. I'm going to push this tube of the ink all the way through until it stops. And then I have to squeeze the ink cartridge so that I see the ink go all the way through the end of the pen, and then eventually it'll start to flow. So you gotta have to make sure you squeeze the little ink cartridge a little while it's in there so that it fills kind of the little well area with ink. The cap does not fit on the back of the pen, so there's just something to keep in mind. I'm gonna be using Winsor Newton Bristol paper because it's really smooth. It's great for fine line work and ink work. I did try these pens on a cold press watercolor paper, like really heavy, good quality paper, and it didn't work well with a lot of texture. So Bristol had the best results. So that's what I'm gonna be testing the paper on today. I'm horrible at calligraphy. I don't know how to do calligraphy, and this pen just makes me feel really confident because it's so wide. It gives a lot of variety of shape to the letters. It's really fun to use. I put the camera at an angle so you could see the sheen of the ink. That's my favorite part of this pen, is how it looks when it just drops so much ink. I kind of wish the ink was that black, but it does dry a little lighter. Has a lot of flow. I'll show you later how it kind of uses up a ton of ink, but I don't mind. I rather keep replacing cartridges or refilling the cartridges with ink because it feels great, just the way it just flows. So while calligraphy feels like its intended use of the creation of this pilot pen, I'm going to show you a drawing and how I could draw like a tree, very organic shapes. I'm speeding this up a little bit so you could see, actually quite a lot, so you could see kind of like, I think it might have been like a 15-minute drawing, and I'm just going to speed it up like about 10 times the speed. And you can see I could get really thin lines, really thick lines. I'm kind of learning how to control the tip, but what I like about the pen is that I don't have a ton of control. It's not soft like a brush, but it does give me kind of the feeling of a floppy brush. Not because it's floppy, but because I don't know what to expect. Kind of like with a floppy brush, I don't know if it's going to drop a lot of ink, a little bit of ink, and that's kind of what I really liked about this pen is it takes away a lot of the academic skills I have and abstracts them, or just adds another element of surprise. And that's what I really am lacking in my artwork sometimes is spontaneous things happening, and I'm always trying to achieve those. And having more of a crude tool that like this, where it's just depending on how you hold it, the line could go from being very thin to extremely wide like a brush stroke. And it's going to take quite a bit of learning to use it with any control. And I'm kind of hoping I don't have complete control over it. I like when it's kind of scratchy and it's more abstract because, yeah, that's why I bought them. It's just to kind of loosen me up a little. They definitely work well for the very gestural kind of lines. And I'm going to be drawing a fish here. This I did not speed up because I want to show you how the speed affects the line. When you go fast, you kind of get a rougher line. When you go slow, you get a more full, more calligraphy kind of line. I love that you could scratch it. It drops a lot of ink, so you could kind of pull ink away from big blobs of ink. If you worked with an ink and nib before, it kind of has that feeling a little bit of how you could control how much ink goes out by how hard you press and how slow you go. Yeah, the wideness feels like a marker, but then the edge feels like a fine liner, like a micron or something. And it's fun. So my first impressions of this is I think this will be good if you want to loosen up, if you want to get more into gestural work, or just want to shake things up in your sketchbook or studio if you're used to doing very refined work and you just want something to, yeah, basically loosen you up. I also like the way the handle is. It's very comfortable. It feels kind of like when you are drawing with like an ink and nib, it does kind of feel like that, how it's tapered and narrow at the end a little bit. I'm curious of trying the other ones. I probably will get the whole set and get all the sizes. But for now, I really enjoy having such extreme differences of line quality I could get. The really thin, sharp lines and then the thicker, broader ones. So there's my little fishy. I could probably just go through a whole stack of Bristol paper drawing fish. Gonna scribble in a little more. Give little impressions or expressions of scales and then really delicate lines for like the tail. It's fun. I'm curious how it does in my backpack or sketch kit. It feels like it's really airtight because of how many times you could screw it and how well threaded it is. So not worried about it leaking at all. All right, here we go. This is the 6mm Pilot Parallel Pen, which is for calligraphy, but wow, this is a lot wider. I don't remember it being this wide in the store when I was trying it, but yeah, look how wide that is. That's cool. This one I was thinking of using one of the colors. I was gonna try the orange. Just open this up. orange, red, and yellow look so similar. I believe this reddish looking one that's a lighter red is the orange. We'll see. Luckily, these were pretty easy to load. I didn't make a big mess, but I would encourage you to do it somewhere where you don't mind if it does get a little messy. So I'm gonna push this all the way in, and then I gotta squeeze the little ink cartridge to push the ink down into the well area right before it reaches like the nib. So it reaches the nib, and then I can start drawing with it and have a good flow. These twist on quite easily. All right, should we do another goldfish? This is orange. Ooh, it is orange. It's so beautiful, so vibrant. I have a ton of Winsor Newton ink, so I'm gonna see if I could research on YouTube and see how I could fill them with my own ink and create my own ink mixtures, which would be fun. Yeah, see, the flow is just so fun. This, again, remember, is the 6mm one. The last one was 3.8mm. So this has even more variety with the thickness you could get. What's cool is there's little notches on the tip. So I don't know if that has to help the flow with calligraphy, but it's giving like a little scratchy brush look almost. Like all the lines are really parallel to each other and creating little scratches. So it's kind of fun to use that. Depending how light you draw, you could get different effects. I almost feel like I'm painting. It just has so much flow. Let's pull some lines going upward. I'm gonna go kind of fast so I can kind of fill out some streaks. You'll see here, I'll try to show you the little grooves they have. It's almost like little teeth. See the little teeth on there? It's like little ridges. But yeah, so I feel like I could get almost some multiple lines with one stroke if I pull fast. If I pull slow, I just get a real clean, solid, thick, wide line. Add a little more in, some little details. While this is still wet, you can see how the ink's still wet. You can see from the glare from the light. I'm gonna go ahead and draw on with the black. Maybe it'll bleed, who knows? Is it really that wet? So I'm gonna unscrew the top. Start with the eye. Whoop, I lost control of it there. So see, it is a little hard to control because I'm just not used to it, but also it's pretty brutal of an ink nib, which is what I was going for. Let me just outline this little. It is bleeding a tiny bit into the wet orange. I'm curious to hear if any of you have these for calligraphy, or if you're watching this video and you're like, I wanted to see a calligraphy video. But if you are gonna buy these for doing drawings, I would love to see your drawings. You could find my socials through my website. Just go to ryraipaints.com. It'll take you to my site. Find my socials and tag me or email me them. That'd be really cool to see. Yeah, this is fun. See that? Just like in a few minutes, you get a really expressive drawing. I love it. The scribbling, it just makes every little like doodle or line I do just feel more elaborate and moody and exaggerated, I guess you could say. I feel like I want to just go out and buy a bunch of unconventional drawing pens now and see how they work for drawing. This is a lot of fun. So it's like painting with a chisel or something, like a palette knife. You get really fine details. All right, I could just keep drawing on this. I guess it's always hard to know when to stop, right? I can add a little little more here. But yeah, so I want to show you up close kind of the variety of lines you could get. It's just great tools. Check out the line work close, thin lines, thick lines. I thought, like, what happens if I just switch the cartridges without using water? I don't really mind if the inks get mixed up or if I end up with, I'm guessing, like a sepia tone. I'm gonna keep drawing with the black ink, which has the orange behind it. And eventually it's getting browner. Eventually I kind of do got like a sepia. So even though I'm gonna be experimenting with the ink colors and the strokes, I am gonna practice a little so I could get thin lines. I could get kind of like a medium line. Like, I definitely love being able to get the big broad lines too. Get a mixture of both by curving them. I could kind of roll the pen a little so it skips across different edges and just scumbles across the paper. I think this would be a good way to start if you haven't used this pen before, is just kind of scribble out a little drawing or doodle with it. This one is the orange ink, and then I swapped the cartridges, remember, and I put the black behind it, and now I'm getting some cool effects with the inks kind of blending. I love the way these lines are looking. So clean and crisp. Can you tell I'm having fun doodling with these? This is the kind of pen that I feel like I'm going to do like 30 drawings and then edit it down to like 5 of my strongest ones. I'm just going to be playing a lot with them. All right, let me show you how I clean it out. You'll see here that I'm going to unscrew it, but you'll see here that it does use a lot of ink. I didn't do a ton of drawing, but look at how much ink is gone. Like half of the cartridge is already gone. So I feel like I am going to be refilling these a lot. I'm going to look into a way to refill them on my own, so I could get my own ink in there. I'm putting in this little washing tool, and I'm squeezing it to flush out the well area. And again, this is wasting ink too, which is why I'm going to be probably just switching cartridges with the old ink inside instead of doing this process. But I did want to show you on camera so you can see it flushes out quite easily, just a few pumps, and it's completely, flushed out the majority of the ink. And then I could switch colors without it being tainted at all with the previous color. If I did need to clean it a little more, I have this little kind of like a plastic card that I can slide through. And there, it's all clean. So that was unboxing, first impressions. It's fun. The only downside is I wish the cartridge was like twice the size maybe. So I don't have to refill it as much, but I'll see. Maybe I'm going to be doing smaller drawings. I kind of was just playing with it a lot today and went through a few sheets of paper, filling it up with a ton of different doodles. If you have any questions or want me to try some different things or see how they work with different subjects, let me know. I'd love to do a video of what you'd like to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this helped you out at all, or if you just want to show me a little love for putting this video together. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.